So very strange. Can you see those lights way back there? I don't know if you can see. Anyway, this is Salsa. Say hi, Salsa the dog. What do you think about the situation? Anyway, the realm is very strange as usual. Dreams, lots of things going on at night. The other day I found a pair of headphones in the tree as I was walking a dog. And I took them because I assumed they were for me. Basically because everything here is for me. And I use the term me very loosely. That's literally what everyone should be thinking inside. Everything is here for me. And how can I interact with this in a beneficial way, in a non-robotic way? So I went on ahead and assumed that those headphones were for me, so I used them. And they served me well for the last 3 days or for however long it is. And this morning, my first dog jumped up on me because he was all excited. He was actually the dog that I walked today. His name was Rex, and he was the first dog that I had walked when WAG came along and actually worked as a money-making tool, utility, until I could get into something else. So instead of being having no way of making money for the little while that we're in between work or whatever happens, WAG became a means to make money, and it's good. It's working for now. So anyway, I was sent a pair of headphones. They were an old pair of headphones, but they worked quite well. My other ones were getting frayed. They weren't. Those other ones weren't mine anyway. So anyway, the dog today, whose name is Rex, and since he was the very first dog that I walked when I first started doing WAG in the the Portland area, and he jumped up and broke those headphones. So he jumped up on me because he wanted to hug me and was very excited to see me again. And he broke the headphones, so the headphones were no more. So I threw them away, and this here dog is my second dog. I think her name is Salsa. I think I already said that. But on the way, like 5 minutes ago, I saw the headphones that you currently see dangling from my face. Salsa's eating Doritos. Is that weird? Salsa's eating Doritos? So, literally the next walk, the headphones were given back to me in a different form. These headphones are newer. These are the kind that attach into the charging port rather than the headphone jack, because the newer phones have no headphone jack. And also, ironically, I just ordered an iPhone 11. I finally upgraded, and that's going to be coming like January 1st through January 7th or something. And that particular phone can't use the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack earphones or earbuds. And the one that I got right now is, there's no reason for me to be having these in my ears, but it's this type of port, the iPhone regular charging port. And additionally, I was bending down to pick them up. They were kind of in the gutter, and there was this motorhome with the window open, and there was somebody living in their motorhome. And he was kind of in the supine position. He was sleeping, or he just was relaxing, or he's laying down. And so right as I bent down to pick up the headphones, I saw him, and then I immediately assumed maybe they're his headphones. Ownership to me means something different than it does to everybody else. Like if something is in somebody's possession, then it's theirs for the most part. But that's a little bit different than the realm tends to believe. So I asked him, "Are these yours?" And he immediately said, "You can have them." No other discussion. Just, "You can have them." So I reiterated the question to make sure that he knew what I was asking. He said, "Yeah, you can have them. Go ahead." I said, "Thank you." I moved along. And then 2 minutes after this interaction happened, I saw an ambulance coming the other direction, and the ambulance went and did a U-turn and pulled up next to his little trailer home thing. So I was like, "Oh, that guy's in trouble." But somehow he's able to let me know that I can have those headphones, and then the ambulance comes and administers whatever to him. But it was very strange and synchronistic-ish type hamblings. I wanted to say happenings and ramblings. Hamblings. And so now I have an iPhone. I have earbuds that will work with the iPhone 11 that I just ordered. It really is if you interact with this place in a different way, it will interact with you in a different way. Like if you, via your thoughts and assumptions and outputs and emotions and feeling states and everything, if you output to it that you are like a citizen, then you're essentially telling it that you're part of the robotic hive mind community, which is patrolling the streets at all times, which is like every single car that you see going by for the most part. That's what you're telling it. You're telling the realm that you are that, and it's going to treat you like that. Like you're telling the realm, like, I am a straw man, and I am John Doe, and I wake up and go to work, then go to school, then yada yada yada, and it will give you that. But if you tell it something else, like, this is my dream state, everything in here is something that I'm dreaming, and telling it that it's your dream state is just one of many things that you can tell it, because it responds to you. Tell it whatever you want. Tell it, this is Prison Planet, and I'm getting fucked in the ass every day by the government. Guess what it's going to give you? People hate hearing this, because it's like, if they actually believe what I'm saying, then they're no longer allowed to be enabling themselves. So they hate it. But if you can actually embrace the fact that this place is literally whatever you think / emote it to be, and it's also nothing at the same time. It's like no time is actually existing here. That part is pretend. If you just sink into that feeling state, then you'll actually be in your playground like you were supposed to have been a long time ago, instead of subjugating yourself to all types of traumas. Maybe that was necessary as well, because also that part doesn't add up to a lot. Like, nothing adds up to anything. It's just what it is. Look at this. It's just a pair of keys. Maybe there's a car waiting for me somewhere. You know? They're like fake keys. Oh, it's a van. See, that van's keys are right here on this tree. But I don't want it. Like, I don't want to interact with that particular part of the realm. And also, like, the keys being on the tree and the van being here, I don't care. It doesn't mean anything to me. I could go hop in the van and say, hey, well, the keys were there, so I could do it, but I don't need to do that. I don't want to do that. And I actually don't care. But you see what I'm saying? It's yours, like it's your dream. Do what you want. But if you do mean things, if you hurt people, if you assume all over somebody, you're going to get reflected back to you that exact same thing that you're putting out. do unto others as you would have them do unto you is not just like, it's not just like a feel-good saying that Jesus said. It's that the world reflects back to you what you put out. It's a fucking mirror. It's not even anything spiritual. It's not spiritual. It's a mirror for you. It's a mirror that reflects your like deepest everything's. Literally. So you're not cleaning house enough and the world looks like it's going to hell. You're not cleaning internal house. The world that you see with your eyeballs is your internal house. Very simply put. You all know this too, but... Alright, that's enough for now. Please make your external and your internal coincide a little bit better for the new year. Or have that be your aim. You know, we're creating, where we're not supposed to be just languishing and, you know, feeling guilty, whatever else that people like to have as an excuse for why they're not actually doing and interacting and playing here. We can do other things than we've been doing. Always the option is available to you. Never ever is there one moment where in that moment you can't just start playing. Okay? Peace.